there's still time to change the channel or go to bed or do something, anything besides watch this show. So in the next couple of seconds, do that.
Ooh, do you need a comb to get ready for the show?
I got a curler back
Yeah,
there.
we can set you up.
What do you need, like some lotion? Or
I don't have any hairs. You guys,
what do
you
you
guys
put
should
on
do
that,
some jokes
Vaseline?
about me being bald. We're having laughs in a van. Is that the name of the show?
Laughs
It's
in the
actually
van.
Baldy McBaldface.
Ah, okay, cool. That's better than Fatty McEscobar.
Barstool Van Talk, Barstool Van Talk, yeah. We out here in Bonnie and Woodhead, man, kicking on the beaches of the Hudson River, on the island of Manhattan. Oh, 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 oh. Barstool Van Talk, Barstool Van Talk, Barstool Van Talk.
All right, here we go. Welcome to Barstool Van Talk.
Nailed it.
Welcome to Barstool Van Talk. I'm Big Cat. This is PFT.
What's up?
We're two guys that started a podcast about 18 months ago called Pardon My Take. It quickly shot to '1 in the charts, not to brag. Hey, PFT, what does 1 million daily podcast listeners get you?
Oh, it gets you a coveted 1 a.m. time slot on ESPN 2.
Ooh, so here we are, 1 a.m., ESPN 2.
The Deuce.
A little background about us. We started that podcast because we like sports, we like fun, we like to joke about ourselves and joke about sports media. And it's funny that we actually are on ESPN now because when we started that podcast, the first thing that happened was we got a cease and desist from this very network.
That's right, but fortunately, me and Big Cat are two legal beagles, so we wrote them back a nasty letter of our own. We cease and desisted them and said, you cease and desisting me. And they were like, wow, these guys really have their together.
So, ESPN has trusted us with a TV show at that coveted 1 a.m. time. They did not let us do it live. So before we get to some highlights in our interview with Scott Van Pelt, we're gonna do a little choose your own adventure on the sports that happened tonight.
Yep.
So PFT, let's start off. The Astros and the Yankees played a game. Who won?
Who cares? I
Yeah,
don't know.
okay. Dodgers and Cubs. I'm a Cubs fan. The Cubs won in a walk-off grand slam. Anthony Rizzo, crazy. Everyone was drunk. It was the greatest game of all time.
I think you just cursed them. I think the Cubs are now cursed again for the next 108 years.
All right, what about Kyrie versus LeBron? Big game.
Huge game. So Kyrie returns to Quicken Loans Arena, the Q, the Big Pyramid scheme. And my guess is that they probably had some sort of a triple kiss situation with Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Kyrie at half court, just smooching during the game, setting a tremendous example for sportsmanship for the kids at home.
I think we've been right with all three of our predictions here, but I'll give you an alternate ending on this one. LeBron actually sat this game out and spent the entire 3 hours subtweeting Kyrie from the locker room.
Ooh, good take.
So one of the perks for being on ESPN is that we got to go up to Bristol and kind of screw around and check everything out.
Yeah, we smelled Chris Berman's seat. Bucket list.
Still on my mustache.
You're not getting that out.
Don't want to.
Is this it?
This is Boom and TJ's place.
This is prime time. So cool. This is Boom.
That's TJ.
Oh my God.
You want to go?
Let's do it.
Fumble! They're not gonna get it! The New York Football Giants! What? Wake up, Maggie! I think I got something to say to you. It's late September. Hopefully the kids are just back at school. The frozen tundra! He's matriculating the ball down the field! Oakland Raiders. Some spread. Let the Swan be the first to wish you a Happy New Year.
And let me be the first to say we'll be right
Back.
Welcome to the Barstool Van Talk studio. This is the place we're gonna be when we don't wanna be in the van anymore, / it breaks down. And as you can see, we have not really moved in yet. So
Minimalist.
We got a lot to go.
We are bloggers. We come from the internet. This has like a mom's basement kind of feel. We're gonna add to this set as the show goes on, as long as we don't get canceled.
Yeah, so just a little note to all you viewers out there. If you see the sock on the door, probably wanna stay clear.
Basements are rocking, don't come a knocking.
Just doing some love making.
Some self-time.
To ourselves.
Some self-improvement.
Hey, PFT.
Hey, Big Cat.
Hey, remember when you were growing up and you got to watch highlights on TV all the time?
Yeah, geez, you remember when ESPN used to play sports?
Yeah, remember when you didn't know who won the game till the next day?
Yeah, let's go back to that time and forget all the technology that we have at our fingertips. So this is gonna be Guy-lights.
We're giving it to you, dudes.
We're giving it to these dudes. Every dude out there watching, we're gonna give it to you.
Hey, we're gonna give you stuff and you're gonna take it. Chug this highlight right now. Guy-lights.
It's 2-day-old sports highlights. Wow!
Aaron Rodgers, broken collarbone.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Ooh, do you think that the fact that Aaron Rodgers isn't close with his family means he wasn't breastfed? So
Yes.
Well, he wasn't breastfed to a proper age of like 7 or 8, so he's got brittle bones, lack of calcium.
Saints, Lions, a lot of defense being played.
I feel like these two teams play each other like 5 times a year, and they each score 50 points every game.
We should just put the Saints and the Lions in the Big 12. That's where their home is. Be careful, Golden. I feel like he's gonna get hurt one of these days.
I also don't like the fact that he's got 3 on his back, so I, like bragging that his grandfather had sex. It's like, we get it, dude. Your grandfather, he slayed.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, he went to Harvard.
Yeah, people don't talk about the fact that he is a Harvard College graduate, and there he is using the Pythagorean theorem to find the pylon. That was nice. What I think is awesome is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers went from Jameis Winston to Ryan Fitzpatrick, which is like Florida State to Harvard is like going from reading a pop-up book to reading James Joyce.
Yes. You think what I'm thinking?
What?
New buddy cop.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Either that or it's just seafood theft. Either that or it's just seafood theft.
Yeah.
Either that or it's just seafood theft.
Are you serious?
Like I said. Either that or it's just seafood theft.
Are you serious right now? Say it. You didn't say it.
Seafood theft. I can't say it. Seafood theft.
What's going on with you?
You say it.
Seafood theft.
Seafood theft.
There you go. Yeah.
Nailed it.
That was weird. We got Big Ben against the Chiefs.
Now look at Big Ben, his face here. Look at this. He's an all-time fat face guy. One of the only people to ever get a concussion from putting on a helmet.
Has Big Ben fixed his broken nose? I feel like his nose is just permanently broken.
No, he just wears a different hat. He puts on a weirder fedora to distract from his face.
Yes, maybe that's slick. I missed the slick back. We call that the booger Big Ben, when he looked like a big booger.
He looked like a guy that was going to kidnap puppies.
Yeah. We go to the Baton Rouge. Coach O. Coach O does not know how to cross himself up.
That's fine, though. Like, if you're a football guy, you just see other people on football fields doing the cross, and that's fine. And so, like, I love more than anything seeing Coach O happy after a win. It's like you watch it and you just start weeping when he smiles.
I actually think, now that I'm looking this again, Coach O can actually talk to God. He actually looked right at God. He looked in God's eyes. He's like, thank you, God, for letting me win this game, let me run this ball, and then go Tigers.
Dear Lord, in your name, Heavenly Father, in your name, we're going to pour this extra pot of gumbo out for you.
Go Tigers.
Come down here and get you some Sunday supper.
Yeah, and go Tigers.
Go Tiger. Thank you for being a member of the Tiger family.
Yeah, God is good. God is a Tiger. Always been a Tiger. Loves jambalaya. Go Tigers. Ooh, Tommy. Ooh, Tommy with the quote saying, nothing gets a team going like a good old suicide threat.
Tommy is essentially taking himself hostage for
Yes.
this playoff series, which I almost respect that. You got to win one for the old guy.
We met Tommy actually when we were down at spring training, and he might have been trying to commit suicide then because he was walking around with a big fistful of turkey. He was raw dogging some turkey.
He's rolling it up.
He looked like he was just going to walk out the facility and just never turn back.
That's fine. I think it would be fitting in for Tommy. He's the only guy I could actually imagine dying by walking into a sunset.
Yeah, he just maybe walks into the woods and finds a nice warm log and just lays by it with all the ants and the little critters, and just maybe munches on a little turkey, and then death passes over him. So better win, Dodgers. All right, coming up after the commercial, we have Scott Van Pelt in Vandy Woodhead.
That's right. We're in Bristol, Connecticut, and the ESPN, they put some tune out. They let the outdoor cats come inside, so we came inside the mothership.
Ooh.
Barstool Van Talk. Barstool Van Talk.
Let's see. Let's make it really not uncomfortable. Ooh, I hit my head.
Scott Van Pelt,
Hi.
The first ever episode of Barstool Van Talk.
Thanks for tidying up around here.
Here's a good question, Scott. So you've been at ESPN for
Love good
it
questions,
feels like
brother.
forever.
It's a great question coming.
You were here when the Deuce was the Deuce.
The Deuce.
So we're trying to bring that back to Deuce. Besides like the leather jackets, because those look super cool.
Right.
What else can we do to bring that Deuce mentality?
What I just did, the thing that Greenberg would do when he would do that a lot.
Deuces.
Yeah, boom. Do that because that is cool. Kids are going to love that a lot.
Bad boys.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say mustaches because Stewart had a mustache back in the day. I mean, there it is.
Like that. That's
Can't
what I
really-
do when I
Right.
try to get the people going. I just go, that's
And that's
cleaning myself
and
up.
you know what that is right there?
Yeah.
A deuce.
Yeah, that's the deuce.
Wasn't it?
Ooh, I didn't even
Boom.
realize. I'm too dumb to realize what I was doing the deuce all along.
So I think mustaches, doing a lot of this stuff, and the leather jackets is a great
A lot of
start.
this stuff.
Mustaches, gang signs, and
Yep.
Yeah.
basically act like we're in West Side Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then do a lot of
Barstool Van Talk. Barstool Van Talk. Barstool
Barstool Van Talk's coming.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the little
No,
hot
rap
I like
lyrics, rap lyrics. Kids, this is late night, kid. You got to do a lot of rap
Hey,
lyrics,
we're-
whether you
hey,
know what
we're
they
in the-
mean or not.
Hey, kids, get in the van.
Van.
We're two guys trying to give you some candy.
Yep. Boom. Done.
All right,
Anyways,
got it.
Should we be wearing suits?
No,
Why not?
But look at you. You're like such a journalist.
no, I'm not. It's
Look
just
at me.
it's
Look at him.
You look like you're going to court. How many pounds does the camera add to you? Because I feel like I could put on some weight. You're kind of a string bean guy.
Kinda.
So in person, it looks like maybe the camera puts on like 30 extra pounds on your frame.
roughly. So people are gonna have you pegged as like a nose guard,
Okay, ooh, I'll take that.
like a Dontari Poe type.
A nose guard. The guy from the Dolphins, that coach could have used a nose guard.
Whoa.
Yeah. I got a real question for you. What has changed at ESPN, and how do you deal with like the evolution and things changing and people saying, "Oh, I don't like this. I used to like this," and kind of the sellout thing?
Well, what has changed is that we're sitting in the satellite lot, and I'm talking to two guys from Barstool
True.
in a van.
True. Yep.
That's what has changed.
True.
You guys know this better than anybody. Content is king, and if you have content, then you end up in a van on the Deuce at 1 a.m.
If
letting
somebody-
people peruse.
If somebody just comes up to you and says, "Hey, Scott, I loved you on Pardon My Take," and then they walk away, be honest, under your breath, you're like,
No, it's just
You hate us.
We have a TV show that we're on, so it's like if
What
you
time
like,
is it?
it's midnight.
What's
If
it-
you
When
like,
they give out a bunch of losers.
it's called
What's it called?
sports. It's called Sports Center.
my friends love sports. I'll have to tell them about this.
Yeah, always has
So
been.
it's a center of sports.
It's the worldwide leader. It's the
It's weird.
it's the epicenter.
So you guys
of-
play sports.
We did long ago.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right.
Long
so
ago.
what position do you play?
Right now, I play old man in a van.
How are you doing with Twitter trolls?
I'm trying.
Okay. I know you're trying. What about gambling Twitter trolls? Because that's a special breed.
That's where I'm not doing. I'm doing as well with Twitter gambling trolls as I am with my picks, which is to say not very well.
Okay. You never take favorites.
I don't.
You
I saw
said
you
this
take
to me
about,
before.
Yeah, 13 underdogs.
Yeah, and the worst teams. You take the worst teams.
I
the
sure
ones
do.
That make your stomach like turn when you put
Yep.
in the bet.
So maybe this week it's just all favorites, just Chalky McChalkerson. We
Yes.
just lay them. How
like
about
that.
that?
Sometimes you got to do it.
Now there's a whole bunch of dogs I like this week.
You
Yeah.
wanna do Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, let's do some Mount Rushmores.
So we're still new to this TV
Mm-hmm.
game. You want to do the Mount Rushmore of words that you can't say on ESPN?
Okay. I guess they just beep it and pixelate my mouth.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
whatever.
So that's that word you cannot say.
What about head?
See now that you can't do. You can't say fudgy because that's too close to the first one.
Really?
I heard Rex Ryan say folks
Yeah.
the other day, and they were like, they had their finger on the button, like, is he going to say, what the folks? With Rex, I think they were just concerned he was going to go, feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so
dude.
they were getting
Hey,
ready.
everybody's got stuff. Everybody's got their
I
thing.
got, I got some stuff.
Yeah, we
I
got
bet.
a lot of stuff.
Deuces.
We're in a
Okay.
van.
And then the last one is it's disc, but that's bulging disc.
Hurst has been playing with a bulging disc in his neck.
The Mount Rushmore of sellouts.
Well, I mean, obviously here you are on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
You've abandoned the tawdry dark web.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Big Cat, PFT, Hank.
Yeah.
Clearly, you know who else?
Oh.
Metallica. Sell out every seat every night,
Oh, I get it. We talked to a first grade class, Mrs. Winter's first grade class.
baby. Hi, Mrs. Winters.
We had the little ones, the little tykes, write down
Yeah.
some questions for you.
Real questions.
They're precocious.
This is from Timmy.
Hey, Timmy.
He said, "You make my daddy gamble so much that he sold my soccer cleats, and now I can't play sports."
Wow, I'm sorry, Timmy. Tell Daddy to stay away from the exotics and trust the process. Just trust the process.
Yeah. Keep taking those terrible teams.
So gamble more.
So we're real journalists. You're just a fake one. What journalists do when they don't have good questions, this is going to be a tip for you when you do interviews. If you don't have a good question, you just say talk about.
Oh, right.
So this is the segment talk about. Blah, 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 blah.
I like that
So
a
we're going to
lot.
show you some pictures and you're just going to talk about them.
Okay. All right.
Look at that handsome
That's
guy.
Scott Van Pelt with hair.
Oh, wait.
Yep.
Really?
Okay, so here's what. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
so,
it is you. Next
Oh,
picture's up.
Oh, that's Fat Van Pelt. And
It's you.
It's you.
Yep, it
Yeah.
is. Obviously, before many gastric bypass and other surgeries.
Next picture.
All right.
Oh.
I can't see from over here. What does it say?
So it says
What does Scott
Wisconsin
say?
50. Yeah, why don't you say it?
It's that's Wisconsin 52, Maryland 7. That was the first time we played you in the Big Ten, in which we are a member of that conference. And
This is a great game that we invented. It's called Holy Crap, This Guy Looks a Lot Like Scott Van Pelt.
oh wow, that's a segment we
yeah,
should try.
Rapid fire. Give us how close they look to like Scott Van Pelt.
Okay.
1 to 10.
No,
Okay.
a scale of 9 to 10.
9 to 10.
9 to 10.
9 to 10. Here we go. Rapid fire.
10.
Okay.
Yep, 10. More of a 9.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Why is that,
Yeah,
Scott?
That was a 9.
Well, because the
Interesting.
other ones
Why?
look more like me than that one.
Okay. All right.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, bald eagle.
The hair.
You're
Yeah.
bald.
About that one.
That was good, huh? That one's a good one.
What do we do?
Yeah, it's got,
Yes,
look,
yes,
it's got
yes.
this, you guys, a stunning similarity.
Yeah.
got
Scott
a parting
Van
gift.
You
Pelt,
don't
thank
keep
you
that.
so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We got you a parting gift.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah, so
that.
we're gonna walk out.
pretty
We
thoughtful.
wrapped it for you, and we're gonna
Thanks.
give you a parting gift.
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
let's go.
boys.
Yeah, watch your head.
Yep.
Oh.
We're good. Oh, there. Oh, lovely.
Hank.
Hank, how are you, buddy?
Hank.
I said you're a sellout.
Can you unwrap it for us so that everyone can see what we gave you?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. So it's,
Be careful.
Oh, it's a window unit air
yeah, conditioner, yeah.
It's-
So
oh,
take
that's
that with you.
It's used.
Go
It's
ahead,
got.
put it in
Oh,
there.
that's great. Alrighty.
All right.
Bye, Scott.
Thanks, Scott. See ya.
Love you.
Oh.
You son of a.
Barstool Van Pelt.
I want to get like a parrot and lock him in a room with Skip Bayless, like TV that just plays Skip Bayless. So the parrot learns to give takes, and then we can debate against the bird.
Not a big bird guy.
You don't have to be a bird guy.
If you get a bird, you're one step away from being like a lizard guy. And then next thing you know, you wake up, you got a snake, you got a ferret, things are falling apart.
Let's draw the line snakes, but like ferret, I'm down with the ferret. On the record. What about pigeons? Just like have one around? Instead of birds, like the pigeons are rats, basically, right? What I was thinking was we go to the rat nest and we use the rats to help us pick games.
I like that. Maybe we give them like a full dinner. Maybe put on tuxedos like waiters. Welcome to the most beautiful city in the world, the cleanest city in the world, New York City, where we're going to pick some games.
That's right, this is Ratatouille. We as humans are not good at gambling, but you know who is good at gambling? That's right, God. And so we're gonna entrust his most noble creature, the rat, to select this Thursday night game between the Raiders and the Chiefs.
We call this Rat-Tout-Tooey, get it?
That's a good one, that's
Like
a good joke.
Ratatouille, but with a tout?
Yeah, spay and neuter your rats, folks.
Rip Bob Barker, rest in peace.
Bob Barker's still alive.
Breaking news, Bob Barker's still
You
alive.
saved Bob Barker's life.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's see. All right, we've got Rat Del Rio against Andy Reid.
Let's see how it goes.
Hey, what's up? This is Ricky the Rat, and I'm here to give you some Thursday Night Football ratistics. Oakland is 6-2 straight up in their last 8 games at home. Home underdogs are 3-1 against the spread this year. Although fleas are primarily responsible for infecting humans with the bubonic plague, they were originally infected with the plague by feeding on the blood of rats, just like me. Rat fever, catch it.
We are taking the Raiders. We're following the Rats. Rat Del Rio and his whole scurry crew. They're pretty clear. They like the Raiders.
Yeah, so speaking of gambling animals, we never introduced our friend. It's Larry the Goldfish. We bought Larry last year. We've had a few Larrys. It's kind of like Ugga the Bulldog. Larry has entered into the Las Vegas Super Contest. He went 49, 34, and 2 last year. He is the smartest goldfish alive, and he is also now an owner of the Green Bay Packers. Look at that.
That's right. People forget that the Green Bay Packers sell very real and very meaningful shares and ownership for the low price of $500.
Oh, can you actually cash in that share?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
And so Larry actually he gets personnel decisions.
Yes, he's an owner. He's an owner of an NFL team. So what is that, Larry? What's that?
What's that? Sign Colin Kaepernick?
Ooh.
Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh, Brett Favre? Oh, Brett Favre is throwing to underage kids down in Mississippi. He's looking good. His arm's looking good. Oh, okay.
Very underage.
That is our show. We're going to finish the show how we finish every Barstool Van Talk. We have a box sent in from a watcher, a viewer, a listener. If you want to send us something, listen to Pardon My Take, our podcast. On Wednesday, it's released on iTunes. We have more Scott Van Pelt. We will give detailed instructions on how you can send us a box. What's in the box?
Well, as we said, like our set is pretty sparse right now, so I think we're just going to open stuff up and then we'll just live back here for the rest of the show. So it's just a ton of rubber bands.
Oh,
it smells.
what the hell?
This is a terrible idea.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, look at it. It's like a brain.
What?
What is that? Pick that up. Pick that up. You pick it up. That's what's in the box. Oh, what is that? Oh, God. I'm out. I'm out.
What is that?
I'm out.
Is that worms?
I'm out. No, it's like a f***ing octopus or something. It's an octopus. They put an octopus
Is it
in
dead?
here.
Is it dead?
They put an octopus in the box. Do not send us this ever again. Please.
Ah!
Yeah, it's an octopus. It's actually an octopus. I wasn't kidding. Oh! See you next week. Send us real stuff. Please don't do this again. Oh, God.